we've got our special guest here, Michelle.
Very excited about this one.
Oh, am I ever excited. I just met him out in the hallway for the first time.
Is that code for a glory hole in the bathroom?
Yes, it absolutely. And I said, I was walking around saying, I've got to meet Randy Rainbow. I want to meet Randy. Where is Randy Rainbow? He's at the lunch table.
I was busy. I was a little busy.
Yeah. So,
but I made time for you.
Randy Rainbow is here. Randy Rainbow, can I just recap what I told him when I first met him?
Please, because no one was recording it.
Yeah, no one was recording it. And what was that? Was that 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago?
It was about 15 minutes ago. I remember like it was 10 minutes ago.
First of all, I said, Randy Rainbow, I am in love with you. Oh my God. I am in love with your intelligence, with your talent, and the way that Randy Rainbow is able to sing a song. And, you know, when you hear yourself recorded, and you hear it back, you go, oh my God, I'm terrible. Mm-hmm. When you hear Randy Rainbow and he lands certain notes, he'll turn corners with a note and he'll do it like Streisand. Like, you know, Streisand can go, she can
Did
land.
You get that part?
She goes,
Okay.
I'm going to try to do it. But it's people at home, it's imagine landing a plane at LAX really smoothly. You can do that with your voice, and it's beautiful. As a recording artist,
yes,
I know how difficult for me it is.
Well, no, it's difficult, and I think some people have a knack,
it's
like Barbara.
Skill.
Yeah.
Barbara Heck can do it.
I think Barbara and me are the only two.
They're the two.
Yeah.
Barbara and Randy Rainbow.
Well, I can't begin. We don't have enough time on this podcast for me to tell you what that means to me. I'm obsessed with you both. I love you.
Yes.
You know, I admire you and look up to you, and the fact that you even know who I am.
Oh, please.
No, I mean it.
Everybody in the world knows who you are.
I know, but still, I just like to hear you say it.
Where are you from?
New York.
What part of New York?
Originally from Long Island.
Where in Great Neck?
Huntington.
Good
Born
neck?
in Huntington.
Okay, neck.
Fine neck.
Yeah.
Men's a men's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, you're from
I'm
Huntington.
a Jew from Long Island. It's very original.
Yeah.
And then
Huntington have a lot of Jews? It's not
yeah,
like
well,
Great
I
Neck.
was born at Huntington Hospital and then Comac. Lived in Comac till I was about 10. And then we moved to South Florida, which was just
Where?
Horrible. Fort Lauderdale.
I lived in Wellington.
Plantation. Do you
Yes,
know
I know
Plantation?
Plantation.
Okay, usually people don't know, but it's like Hollywood-ish.
Yeah, but doesn't Comac, New York, have some famous person? Is Billy Joel from Comac?
Yes, I think so. A lot of famous people and a lot of comedians too. I think there's something about Long Island that breeds funny people for some reason.
Why did your parents move to South Florida?
And why Plantation?
I don't know.
For Wanna Do City?
Are they old?
Yeah, well, my father is no longer with us. He was 18 years older than my mother, who's still very much with us. And I think just for financial reasons. Yeah.
And
who else would really just
You
go
can get a
there?
whole lot of house in South Florida.
That's true.
Yeah.
And the quality of life.
Yes.
You know, at one point, you get to a certain age and you say, I just can't do another winter.
Yeah.
I can't do another winter.
Another winter. You know the song from Grey Gardens?
no.
Another winter.
You're the one.
You would
You're
know.
the one. It's not the one.
You would know all the songs.
I do. I'm a show queen.
Who turned you on to shows?
Well, my mother very much.
Yeah.
Very much. So she would be like, you know, I would come out of my bedroom in the morning and she'd say, Funny Girl was on TV last night. I taped it for you, and then I also bought you the soundtrack because you're going to want the soundtrack after you see the movie.
Oh my God,
and I was just
love
okay. And she'd say,
her.
Into the Woods was on PBS last night. I taped it for you. I'm just standing there like, okay, whatever.
What's her name?
Gwen.
Well,
Gwen Rainbow
is the great teacher of children and you've carried on that tradition of teaching people through Gwen.
Yeah, well, I love that. I mean, a lot of people, you know, I mostly am doing parodies, and some people think that they're not familiar with the shows, and they think that I'm writing this.
You're
stuff.
doing parodies,
Sorry,
but you're doing
Stephen
them.
Sondheim. Yeah.
Note perfect. This last one you did with Hamilton was note perfect.
Thank you. Well, I'm not really a fan of parodies. I kind of do it out of necessity because I don't write music. But it also is a good tool because it's recognizable to people and it's there. I don't know.
It's a fabulous tool because on so many different levels, it speaks on so many different levels. Not only is it educational for people to go back and understand what the shows you're referencing are, but also politically, it's safe is the wrong word, but it's a safe way to parody something without damaging yourself. Because a lot of people get angry when you talk about religion or talk about politics, and it's a safe way to do it, and it's a poignant way to do it.
Get your message across.
Get your message across. It is brilliant.
Who does your editing? Every time I watch your shit, I'm like, sit there. So you record it all. You not video. That showed my age.
Yeah.
You film it, and then you edit it.
I do. It's a one-man band.
It's
Yeah.
really.
Thank you. It's a
Who's
lot
the
of work.
most famous person you've heard aside from us, of course? Who says Barbara reached out and said, "Oh my God, Randy, you're fabulous."
Barbara has not reached out yet. Thank you for reminding me. But I have heard through the grapevine that she has seen the videos and is a fan. I can't even begin to comprehend that because she's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Really, at this point, present company included, there's not a single childhood hero of mine that I have not heard from. It's it's good. That's the most exciting part.
Isn't
Absolutely.
it? Isn't it? No, well, you found your calling. Now, obviously, you're going to go to Broadway. You're going to do all the things that
From
the
your
Broadway
mouth.
people do. But at the same time, you have to understand that you've hit a rhythm, you've hit a mark that is your forte, and it's important for you to continue on, whether it's political or it's this thing that you're doing. The way your brain works. It's connected with the zeitgeist and the collective consciousness. So it's important for you to continue doing it. It'd be like, it'd be like if Patti LuPone decided, you know what, I'm just going to become a mime.
Don't ever say that again aloud.
Please.
Well, no, it's true.
We will leave.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is you've always got to do this on some level.
Mm-hmm.
So does Gwen sing? Where'd you get the voice?
Well, I come from a very musical family. My father was a drummer. My grandfather was a singer and a band leader, and so I really never had any professional training. I really just listened. No, I mean, theater. We were talking about theater camp about camp before I went to theater camp. I was with Josh Gad and some other famous people in South Florida.
Swear.
Yes, we went to the same theater camp in Hollywood, Florida. And I learned things that I'm sort of now when I'm recording, I'll realize that I'm exercising something that I've learned, like a tool, But really, just from listening to cast albums my whole childhood.
Bless Gwen.
Yeah.
And obviously Rainbow.
She's gonna love this episode.
Your official last name is.
And the
Rainbow.
real name is Rainbow. I would not make that shit up.
Right, of course.
Wait a minute.
Can I say shit?
Yeah, you can say shit.
Okay.
We're joking though, right?
I'm being completely.
That is the real
sarcastic.
name.
No, it's not.
Do you want my license?
Do you swear to God?
Yes, it is.
Gwen Rainbow.
Gwen Rainbow. Jerry Rainbow is my father. I would not choose that name.
I was totally fucking around.
No.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, it
People
couldn't be more
assume that
fitting.
it's
Yeah.
a statement. Well, it was a very difficult childhood. It's working out now.
Yes. Yeah.
But it could have gone, luckily I turned out this way. I think she was grooming me to be like a flamboyant show queen because
What's the derivative?
Well, it's I know it's I'll email it to you, but it was at some point it was like the Russian word for rainbow, which is like Regenbogen or something. But it's
right.
even it wasn't even changed to Ellis Island. It was always rainbow.
Oh
and some
my God.
from
Brothers
Ireland.
and sisters?
No, I have two half sisters who are also rainbows.
And they were your father's kids?
Father's kids, yeah.
And do they sing it all?
No.
That the voice is just amazing.
Thank you so much. I love that that's the thing, because some people, because it's comedy, they don't really think about the musical part of it, but I love that you...
No, you can hear it.
That means so much to you, because that means a lot to me. Thank you.
Oh my God, and the perfect pitch, it's fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
So, okay.
No auto-tune, by the way.
None.
Nothing.
No.
Don't even know how to use it.
No filters.
So Gwen, is she Auntie Mae? How did she get to be Gwen, where she'd say, "Kiddo, come here, funny lady, here's the cast"?
Yeah, well, she just was, and my grandmother too was a major influence on me. Her name is Irene, also no longer with us, but a huge. I mean, this woman was Auntie Mae. She was Elaine Stritch. She was Joan Rivers. She was B. Arthur. Everyone in one. You know what I mean. And she just really, and also very into musicals and musical theater.
Wow. Can you believe, and everybody who listens knows this, I just came out as a theater queen about a year and a half ago.
I didn't realize you were so.
I just came out.
She didn't want to admit it.
I didn't want to admit it.
That's so...
And this is how it came about. Can I just say how it came about?
Please.
Because you know that I'm a theater queen. I love it. I grew up in it. It was all I ever wanted to do. So we'd talk about theater all the time, and I'll go, "There's a new show. Have you seen?" And everything I'd say, every time I'd say, "Have you?" And Rue would say, "Yeah, I've seen it."
And you didn't even know?
Well, I indirectly knew, but he was always fighting it.
I'm
and
very
then
surprised.
when I finally said, it was something about, I think it was Hamilton and Something Rotten.
Yeah.
That you went, I've seen it. I've seen everything.
I've seen everything.
And I went,
I've seen it all.
how could you say? And you went, "Oh my God, I'm a theater
I'm a
queen.
theater queen. I didn't want to do it. I didn't, and people listening
didn't
have
wanna
heard this
do
story
it.
a million times because there's a preciousness surrounding Broadway and theater and the people who do it. You know, I'm going to do my impersonation. Here goes this one.
I disagree.
Here I go. I'm going to do my thing, the thing
Okay.
that I do.
Okay.
Okay. So, you know, the people who in theater, they act like this. They go, well, darling, I was doing 12th night in Poughkeepsie, and you'll never know. Opening night.
Well,
Picture
who has
this.
time for that shit?
You know, well,
Nobody.
and they're precious, and there's like, you know, and I don't like pretentiousness, I don't like preciousness, and so theater people all have that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I always rejected wanting to be associated with. Love the shows, love the songs. Same with fashion, by the way.
100%,
Love the clothes,
yes.
hate the people.
Yeah.
And I hate is a strong word. I don't care
understand.
for
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because pretentiousness goes to cliques, and
Yeah.
cliques are bullies.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, my daughter, I was telling Rue, my older daughter who's in theater, is realizing that she said, nobody in my theater class likes me. Nobody will talk to me. Nobody will let me in.
Good.
But that's what
Yeah.
I told her. It's okay. They have been doing it forever. You started 2 years ago. Don't worry about it. Just do you. But the way that I always knew theater, and correct me if I'm wrong, from going to camps and classes, is Rachel Berry, Leah Michelle's character on Glee. That is the quintessential theater girl.
I've never seen an episode of Glee.
Okay, it's usually the girl who's like, she knows everything, she could sing everything, she wants to be the lead and everything, but really she's socially awkward and doesn't fit in. But that was our way to feel like we were important. And it becomes that pretentiousness at some point if you let it. But for the most part, I think theater kids are kids that just are weird and different
Yeah.
and want to fit in.
And they're making up for it by being so grand
Yes.
and so
Yes.
And there's
affected.
absolutely, and I never saw Glee. A great show, I'm sure, but the pretentiousness that you're talking about is something that I think that show helped to sort of breed among a generation.
Right.
They don't
Quite
even really
possibly.
know what
Yeah.
they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, but so hoity-toity about it.
Yeah.
And don't you think usually the people who are the most pretentious are usually the ones who can't
Suck.
actually do it?
Yeah.
Right. Well, and it just brings us back to why I think your videos resonate so well, because it does take the piss out of not only politics but a lot of the songs. And I love a twist of a phrase. You know, for sweet, sensitive souls who realize that the world is all a hoax, you know, we find refuge and sanctuary in the irreverent, in the twist of a phrase, a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I love a wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And because I'm smart. There, I said it. So what? Now, what's good, Miley?
There you go.
What's good, Miley?
There you go.
You know,
Shut
and so most things just bore me. So if you can combine two things together, and I get two for the price of one, two messages, and then layers and textures on that song with
Right.
that political message, and this, and then a wink. It's like,
Well, yeah,
We'll
and
take 2 orchestra seats.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think that also that's why maybe
From Today Ticks.
Honey,
Thank you.
You are in the orchestra. Don't worry. That's why this is a good way to deliver the messages, if there is one, to what I'm doing, is through musical theater, because it is a wink, wink, nudge, nudge in a time when everyone is so blatantly, you just spouting hatred and their opinions every minute. This is just sort of a way to comment without really shoving it down anyone's throat.
And it's the smartest way. You know, when I was a kid growing up in San Diego, I found my tribe through Monty Python, and they made it okay. I was already saying in my own little head, this is all a hoax. It's all crazy. But when I saw them on television, on PBS, I realized there are other people out there who get it and who can see how absurd this world is. And when you can find those others, then it eases the burden. You know, we talk about young kids who listen to our show and who are looking at it, the whole world thinking, how am I going to fit into this? How am I going to fit in? They're taking everything so seriously.
Yeah.
These videos, I look forward to every time there's a Randy Rainbow video. I cannot wait to go to Facebook and watch this video, because I know my tribe will be singing our song.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
how do you get the
thank you.
inspiration? Obviously, you're a news junkie or something.
Yeah, well, I really sort of am a new news junkie, because I wasn't before I started this.
What was the
whole
first video
cycle.
you did in the Randy Rainbow video?
The first one, I've been doing these for about 6-7 years. The very first video I ever did was called "Randy Rainbow is Dating Mel Gibson." So that's how long
Is
ago
he a
that.
good kisser?
He's fabulous.
Mm.
We're
Good
just sort of
sugar
on
tits.
hiatus right now.
Yeah.
Sugar
Yeah.
tits.
Oh, it happens.
That's
It
his,
happens.
that's what he
That
calls
was
me.
you, yeah.
That was me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
sugar
Sugar
tits.
tits. Yeah.
so that was sort of when I started the whole like Hot Topic thing, and I stuck with that, and then I did some stuff for just exclusively the Broadway community, and then the news cycle became what it is, and so now I'm just I haven't slept since January.
What did you do before? What did you do before?
Well, I was able to, from the moderate success of those videos, I was able to parlay that into stuff. So I worked for a theater website for a while, and I would do red carpet interviews and things like that. Before that, I was like a receptionist and
Same.
You know.
Really?
Yes.
But you're so gorgeous.
Oh my God, stop. I haven't even gotten into hair and makeup. I'm
but
so embarrassed. Of all places to be without you either. Shut up.
Yeah.
3 hours before I got
Michelle
here.
is in full drag.
Although
right
you
now.
I must say you are stunningly gorgeous.
She is
in
gorgeous.
person.
She really is gorgeous.
I mean,
Thank you.
it's annoying.
So
Stop.
and how often do you put the videos out? I call them videos. I call them
They're videos.
Let's
What
call
would
them
you
what they
call
are.
Yeah,
They're videos.
Yeah.
What else would you call them?
I don't know what the
The
kids call
motion
them.
pictures.
Motion
When
pictures.
do you put them out?
Feature films. I put a feature film
The
out.
features.
I try to do. I mean, I can't keep literally every 24 hours something new is going on.
Oh my God.
So I can't. And people get mad because they're like, "Something just happened. Where's your video?" I'm
Yeah.
like, I also have to like go and do things and live my life.
You've got to go to the bathroom from
Honey,
time to
I
time.
have to pee.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I tried not to let it go past like one every 2 weeks. One a week if I can do it.
And before we go to break, now
Yeah.
explain to me how one person can monetize this kind of a thing.
Yeah. Well, there are different. I mean, I don't have the bulk of my views are on Facebook. So I'll have like a video with 31 million views on Facebook.
Does
that
Facebook
has,
monetize?
No.
Shut up,
No.
Randy.
That is why there are holes in this jacket.
Uh,
But they're starting to get into that, and
Yeah.
I now have people who are sort of helping to optimize and everything.
yeah.
But it's not directly from. I'm not directly making money from the videos, really.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. But that's sort of become like tour. Tour. I'm able to tour now.
Sure, yeah.
So that stuff is where my money is coming from.
Now, just I want to before we go to break, just one more thing. That way you're able to land the notes like Barbara Streisand. Is it because you listen to Barbara Streisand? You know that thing. Am I explaining
wish
it
I
right? Am I explaining
I
it
wish
right?
you had come with examples. You should have prepared.
Should have
There's
been
this thing,
prepared.
You'll do this thing like.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
This thing that you do, and it's the tone.
Only
is
you would pick that up.
perfection.
Thank you.
She carries it. And she also she does that end thing that nobody does.
Yeah,
end-
I do. She is one that all I ever do really is I have a good ear. So
Yeah.
I'm just, everything I do is just mimicking really in one way or another.
Ah.
So I will go to Barbara quite a bit. And whenever I'm doing what I'm sure you're talking
Uh-huh.
about, I'm sure that Barbara is in my
Or
head.
Bernadette.
Yeah.
Either one of them are in your
Oh,
I'm
no,
giving you
not
Bernadette.
Bernadette does
Well,
it too. Absolutely.
She does it too?
Well, you do it.
Absolutely.
What do you
She'll.
think?
I know what you're talking about. Losing my. Just say losing my mind. The end of the mind. She'll go mind.
Yes, that's a
She'll
different
hold it.
note.
That's a Barbara
I'm
thing.
talking about I can't do it. Yeah. It's a tonal thing that is so beautiful.
I feel like I know what you're talking about. And thank you. If I'm doing that, then
Yes.
thank
You are.
you.
You are doing
well,
it.
I'm trying.
We've got Randy Rainbow for the whole hour, I hope. I don't know. Somebody might come and try to pull him out of here. But
I'm not going anywhere.
we're going to take a break real quick. We'll be right back with more Randy Rainbow. Do you need some money, honey?
Why you giving it?
Yeah, well, listen, I'm trying to suggest Lyft.
Okay.
Now, Lyft.
You want me to go call one?
No, they're looking for drivers. It's,
Oh.
of course, obviously, everybody knows it's the ride-sharing app that lets you be your own boss. Pick your own hours and earn up to $1,500 a week.
What?
Driving your own car.
That's like $6,000 a month.
Yes, it is. And we have a special offer for you. If you
Okay.
sign up today at lyft.com/RU, you'll get a $500 new driver bonus after you complete 100 rides in 30 days.
You can do like 100 rides way sooner than 30 days.
Child, you know that's right.
I could do it like a week with my kids.
Baby, that's $500. So you better go to lyft.com/RU and get your money, girl.
lyft.com/Rue.
We are back with Randy Rainbow. We're getting all the secrets of the whole Randy Rainbow video phenomenon.
How's
Everybody,
your sister reading doing?
Sister Reading?
My what?
Reading Rainbow was a joke.
Oh,
stop it.
Jeez.
Thanks,
Jeez,
Michelle.
Louise.
I haven't been
reached,
hearing
I
that
had to
one
go.
since I'm 7.
Yeah.
Would you like this?
Rainbow.
No, I
No,
got
you
the-
have my.
yeah.
I guess people have made that joke forever.
So, like I said, it's working out now.
Uh-huh.
Very traumatic childhood.
I really thought that was a fake name
We-
because
we
Because
assumed,
yeah.
why would it not be?
right,
Right.
exactly.
But I had to become. Could you imagine if I were like a straight lawyer or something?
Right.
Well, I couldn't be. My middle name is Stewart, Stewart.
Yeah.
Just in case, I think my parents just put that in there in case I was
Randy
a straight,
Stewart, yes.
football player.
Sure. Yeah. I tell people all the time when you get in showbiz, do not use your real name.
Yeah.
Because you go to the gynecologist's office and they say, is there a Mr. Rainbow is
No.
next
Right.
for the gynecological pap smear?
Right.
Is that what
Nobody
happens?
would
I have
believe
not-
it's your
I-
real name anymore.
No one wouldn't believe
Yeah.
it.
I haven't
yeah.
gotten a pap smear
But
since.
when you go to a hotel or you go check into a sex club for a week or two,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there's your name, Randy
know.
Rainbow. Oh, look who's here! He's still here.
He's still here.
You know my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. No, and like half of my life has been spent proving to people that
Yes.
that's my name.
Yeah. Okay. So now you've got the world at your doorstep, at your fingertips, at your butt crack, even.
Listen, I am single as hell.
Yeah.
That we need to get into that too.
Yeah. We'll get into that.
But can I just say, when you say that, it's strange because talking about like how I do all of this on my own, and any YouTuber will tell you, not that I consider myself a YouTuber, but anyone who does internet content, it's the most isolating.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Creative
'Cause
experience
it's
you
just
could have.
you.
I come here and I walk on the set and I see what's going on and you got people around you and it's strange because I am in my little studio apartment
Mhm.
in Queens,
Mhm.
staying up all hours, and then I hit send and I even to this day I say, oh well, no one's gonna like this one, but
Right,
I'll send it out
right,
anyway.
Right.
And then RuPaul has hit me up.
Yeah.
So it's very and then I get on a plane and I'm here with you. Like it's very weird. And I've been on stage before, so I understand like the immediate reaction thing.
Yes.
The immediate response of an audience.
Your
But-
live shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But getting back into the live performance thing is like to hear an audience's reaction
Because you've been so isolated.
because I've been so isolated, and I just sort of try to land the jokes just musically in my head
Yeah.
and hope for the best, but I never hear the reaction.
Oh,
So it's strange to
You hear the
to-
roar of 31 million views.
yes. And
That's the adulation and adoration.
I feel it certainly.
and
but
you
it's-
land the
it's-
jokes and the timing. I know you do this on your own by yourself, but the timing of the jokes, where you've edited this, it's always right on time. Always
Thank
right
you,
on
honey.
time. I wanted to ask you about, years ago, he's probably still alive. There was a comic from DC. His name was Mark Russell, I believe. Producer could probably look that up. And his gig was doing political humor. You are today's version of that Mark Russell guy. Now, Mark Russell never really hit the big time, because he hit the big. He had.
Great.
There you go.
he
Well,
had-
thank you for that half a compliment.
He had
No.
he had specials on PBS.
Yeah, okay.
And they weren't really that funny. They were funny inside the Beltway.
Like
Right.
Yakov Smirnoff.
yes.
I don't
yes.
think I've heard of him.
But now, producer, is it Mark
Have you
Russell, the
not?
political
Have I?
comic? He's going to look him up. Right. Anyway, my point was just that I'm surprised people haven't made that comparison with
Yeah,
you
Mark Russell,
before.
the American political satirist.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Perhaps they haven't. They've made comparisons, but I don't think that one too much.
Right. Well, but that is what you do. Now, I know you've done an Orbitz commercial.
I have.
And have you been approached by other people to do more commercials?
Some commercial things, not
Feminine hygiene?
mostly feminine
Yes.
hygiene, Tampax,
Yes.
things of that nature. I'm the new Tampax girl. So that's going well.
No, that's income,
Yeah, listen.
Yeah. So now
take what I can get.
with the world at your butt crack, let me what shows, if they said, okay, Randy, we want to do whatever show you want to do, what show do you have your head? What show do you want to do? Is it The Music Man? Is it
You always go to Music
I go
Man.
to the Music
no,
Man.
just for the record, I don't think anybody ever wants to do The Music Man.
Really?
Really?
Uh,
Didn't
I mean,
Brian
it's-
Mitchell, what's his name, do
Brian
that?
Stokes Mitchell?
Yeah, didn't he do it?
No, the Hugh Jackman did.
Oh, he did.
Everyone
didn't he?
did that
Everyone
part at
did
one
the music.
point.
Yeah.
Which one would I want to go into?
Which one is
Sure.
like at the top of your list?
I don't know. I'm so bad at answering that question.
What's your
because
favorite musical? I know it's a
It's
gay
al-
Sophie's choice, but
I know it's very difficult to
Pick a
answer
few.
that,
Give us
but
a
if I
few.
had to pick, I'd go Sondheim.
Mhm.
It's Into the Woods, Sweeney Todd.
Ah, we've
yeah.
talked many times about the Sondheim storyline. The ear that could sing those songs, that's so odd. It doesn't come natural. Those
especially
Yeah.
Sweeney
song
Todd.
lines.
That's not an easy one.
Oh my
Not easy,
Yeah.
no,
goodness.
not at all. I've had the great fortune of actually meeting him. I actually just had drinks with him the other night.
What's he like in the sack?
Oh, phenomenal.
Is he really?
Yeah, it doesn't shut
think
up. Very
he's-
wordy.
I think
Um,
he's 89.
89.
I think he's
87?
I think he's a little younger than that.
How much younger? Do we want to put money on this?
I'm gonna say 87.
7? I said 7 or 9.
87.
Who connected you to? Who?
I'm friends with his partner, lover, boyfriend, husband, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
For many years, I actually was a receptionist at the theater production company where he was an assistant.
Where the boyfriend was.
Where the
an
boyfriend
assistant.
was an
Yeah.
assistant.
How
And he was like, "You want to come over after work one day?" And there I
Yeah.
was at
He's
Sondheim's
87,
house.
so I'll
87.
take that.
Did he say
win.
come over after work, wear leather chaps?
He didn't, but luckily I had a pair on
You
my
had a
purse.
pair on anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't
He's
want.
writing a musical right now, by the way.
It's Sondheim.
Sondheim is writing a musical
He's usually in the middle of something.
as
yeah.
we speak.
That
At
is
87.
He is so.
outrageous.
You would think he was like 50 something. He
Yeah.
is so with it and so young and youthful and vibrant.
That's for my own information. No
Yeah.
tea, no shade. All tea, all shade. Well,
Yeah.
how old is the boyfriend?
He's a little older than I am. He's probably 37, 38.
Oh, lucky him.
Wow.
He's
That's how he
pulling-
stays young, baby.
Yeah, he's
I'm
pulling him in.
telling you,
Yeah.
there's something to it.
Yeah, and so now with dating people, what do you think? Are you connected with someone? What's going on?
There's just nothing happening.
There's
This is
nothing
just going to be
happening.
just radio silence now.
That's because
Uh-huh.
you're alone all the time.
I'm alone.
working.
It is so, yeah, I
Are
really
you
am.
choosy
It's-
too? Are you very choosy?
I'm picky. I don't put myself out there. It's
Yeah.
my fault. I know.
Yeah,
I need help.
but you know,
Don't you know anyway? That's why I really came.
right, to meet
You,
people.
yeah, to meet people and mingle.
Listen, the truth of the matter is, if you're smart,
Yeah,
and you were very, very smart,
that's what I tell everybody.
well, it's true.
It's on your grinder profile.
Right.
It's very difficult to put because you not only that, but you see everything. You're looking at every single thing that's going on. You're very woke, as the
Yeah.
children say.
I'm woke.
Do you like that saying?
You know what? I think that's the first time I've ever used it.
It is.
Isn't
I'll
it?
never use it.
You've never used it.
No, I don't think I ever can.
Why don't you like it?
Because it's not good English.
No, I just sound like a dick.
Oh,
I
you
just
sound
don't.
like a
I sound
dick?
like a dick going. Yeah, I'm woke.
I'm woke, yo.
It's
Yeah.
just like don't.
What would you
Michelle,
say
don't
instead,
try.
Michelle? What would you say?
Aware. You have an
Aware?
awareness,
No, but that's
Awake.
a
Awakened,
consciousness, a
awoken.
presence.
But see, woke evokes.
Oh, I know
a
what it
bigger,
means.
It's a bigger
Yeah,
thing than
yeah.
just
But
unawareness.
it's like it's a oh, it's the one word that I.
colloquial.
You can't say anything.
I can't either.
Colloquialism.
No, you don't do it. Do it.
Like a colloquial.
Colloquialism.
Colloquial.
Well, we'll edit it in later.
No,
No,
we
we keep
keep
it
it
in
raw,
there.
baby.
Okay.
We keep it raw. I just feel like an asshole. I like when the kids say it, but I think there's a cutoff. Like trick or treating, there's a cutoff.
Yeah, right. So
I-
do you
yeah.
think? So you're not into the spooketh, the
Shooketh?
Shooketh. You're
No,
not
I like
into
that.
the. You like the shooketh.
Just woke sounds like I'm trying too hard.
Uh-huh.
It's like Amy Poehler and Mean Girls. They're like, you walk into and you're like, what up, yo?
Yeah, I'm the cool mom.
Yeah, it's like, ouch.
I don't know.
But-
It's gross.
But that is the big problem with people who are very aware, as Michelle said, you know,
Woke.
who are just, you know, you're paying attention to everything. And if some guy does one thing out of the you're like, I can't.
Yeah,
I
and I'm an
can't.
only child too, so
Yes.
Oi.
yeah, that's not easy. You're
I
not.
got listen, I grew up with 3 sisters, but you know, I was still on my own. I was the odd man out.
Yeah, well,
you
that's
know.
very much me, and I like my space. I love going. My favorite part at the end of a night is to go home and be by myself.
What train do you catch?
The N.
The N train.
The N. I'm in Astoria.
Oh, I love the N train.
Yeah.
Why do you
It's
stay in
Yellow Line.
Astoria? Why don't you come into the city?
I mean, I do. I don't.
I mean, like,
I
live.
do socially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
You-
love Astoria,
do you?
and I'm gonna move because I need a bigger place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
But
get
I
more for
think
your
I
money
wanna-
in Queens, right?
You do. Yeah.
But
I think I'm gonna
do
stay
you
there.
live by the Steinway factory?
I'm close to this to Steinway.
That's a cute
yeah.
little area
It's
over
very
there.
cute. I'm right on Broadway.
Uh-huh.
Astoria
I love
is
that.
pretty
great.
much.
It is great.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
I'm just wondering. It always intrigues me when now the woke kids.
Yeah.
They all live in Flatbush or
Bushwick.
Yeah, Bushwick. Is
I
it
wonder
not
what
Flat-
Bushwick Bill is eating right now.
Is he still alive?
I don't know. I don't
Okay,
know.
me neither.
But you were saying.
I don't understand. Like maybe because I'm old, but my first choice of anything ever was to move to New York City as soon as I could.
But you can't.
Yeah.
Nobody can afford New York City.
I know.
You got to
But
be.
I had 3 roommates in a one-bedroom apartment.
That was right after World War II. Let's admit that. Come on.
There was 4 of
Tough.
us sharing a 1-bedroom. We were literally in orphanage beds next to each other in single slatted
And where
beds.
did Miss Hannigan sleep?
She was in the living room on the futon.
You are the biggest show queen.
Yes,
with your
exactly.
references.
So you're living in Queens. I'm actually. Are you from? You're not from Queens.
No, Long Island.
You're from Long Island.
Right.
of course.
Comac.
Yeah, Comac.
Comac.
So you're there. You go into the city. You see your shows. Do you use Today Tix?
Are they a sponsor? You have.
They
This is
are.
the 9th time you've
But
referenced.
let's
They
talk
became
about
really?
a sponsor after
I
we
do.
talked about
I
them.
use them and I love them.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
It's fabulous.
It's the most fabulous.
I will say
thing.
they're one of the best ones. These
Oh,
little,
there are other ones.
the copycats now.
aren't there? There's a.
I think
I
doesn't
feel like
Broadway
there are.
World do one?
I think so.
Do they?
I
Well,
think they
listen,
do.
it don't matter. We ain't going to shout them out
Yeah,
because
yeah.
at the end of the day,
I
Anyway.
never used them.
But
No.
it's like a new world. When I think about, I used to come for visits to New York and stand for hours
Same,
on the TKTS,
TKTS, same.
which that was also kind of charming,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
you miss that stuff too.
you can still do it. Go right ahead.
I know,
Yeah.
but well, you don't have to.
No,
now.
just find Big Red waiting outside.
Sure.
And-
yeah.
and just
Yeah.
Do you remember the first Broadway show you ever saw?
It was Cat.
That
No.
was mine. That was mine.
It my story
so
has been
sorry.
this whole time that it was Cats, but my mother just reminded me that we saw Jerome
Robbins
Robbins Broadway,
great
Oh.
show.
which that's actually better. I wanted to see Into the Woods. My parents dragged me to Cats.
I
That's
saw
the one that
Jerome
I
Robbins
remember.
Broadway, and that was really you
because it's
Go
a
saw
compilation.
yes,
Go
but you
saw
went
that.
to go saw that
Yeah.
for the dance. That was
Uh-huh.
a dancing show because Jerome Robbins was balletic. West Side Story.
What's his
Everything
her-
he did.
I remember the Peter Pan segment
Uh-huh.
because she flew.
Yes.
Right,
That's all I
Is
cared
that a
about.
spice pencil you have lining your lips?
It's Whirl. Do you like it?
Is it? Oh, it's
Mac,
World.
Whirl.
Yeah. I love that.
WHIRL.
It's great.
Yes, Whirl.
My first show was Cats. My first Broadway show was Cats.
Why Cats?
Because it was the only thing my friend and I could get, and we had mushrooms. We dropped mushrooms.
Oh my God, that must have been an experience.
It was fabulous.
Well,
Did you get to
Sure.
see it with Betty Buckley, like the original?
No. This is
17 years
probably
in?
it was 17 years. Actually, this is 1988. It was my first Broadway show. I'd seen traveling shows before that
Touring
come
companies?
touring companies
Yeah.
that come to Atlanta but the first show I saw on Broadway was Cats, and I was tripping my brains out on mushrooms.
Mine was Annie with Sarah
Wow.
Jessica Parker.
Sarah
I was
Jessica Parker.
Pissed off the whole time that it wasn't Andrew McCardle. I wasn't tripping on anything. I was
Ugh.
just mad that it wasn't Andrew McCardle, but she had already vacated the role.
But you were very familiar with the show in advance.
that's why it is always going to be one of my favorite my favorite
Yeah.
scores of all time.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well, for a little girl into theater, I mean, that's
It's
it.
even
That's the-
I have it on my I listen to it now.
Yeah.
Whether first of all I'm obsessed with Andrew McCardle's voice, but second of all the score is brilliant. Song after song after song is brilliant. That and Bye Bye Birdie, Charles Strauss. Charles Strauss, yes. Brilliant scores and 2 of my all-time favorite shows.
Yeah,
And
they're not
it's-
making them like that anymore.
Hell
No.
Although Something Rotten was the closest.
Some Art was good. I love the music from that.
I love
Brilliant.
that show.
Do you?
I
Brilliant.
love that
Have you
show.
seen
That
it?
was good. Many times I saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw it twice on Broadway. Now we've got Randy Rainbow. We're going to take a break, but I think we got the answer, which is you would do a Sondheim show if they came to you and said, "Randy Rainbow,
Into the
Yeah.
Woods.
we're gonna back your show, and we want to do a show that you want to do, and it's a show that will showcase everything that makes you such a fabulous talent." And you said that show would be Into the Woods.
I would want to either
Which
be
role?
Fanny Bryce and Funny Girl
Okay.
or
Oh.
Elphaba and Wicked. That's
Oh.
the true answer.
But see, that's not a big enough role for you.
It's not?
I want to play the Mandy Patinkin role in Sunday in the Park.
Ugh,
Too much work?
can I be Bernadette Peter?
Oh, you
yes,
wanna be-
always
I'll
wanna
be
be the
Mandy.
girl.
You be Bernadette.
Okay, thank you.
That makes more sense.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we're going to take a break. We've got more Randy Rainbow in a minute. I told Michelle Visage just the other week that I think Mandy Patinkin gave me pink eye.
And then what did you do?
I gave it to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go back. We're going to have a break right now. I just love the concept of therapy. Therapy has changed my life so much. I wish everyone in the world could have the opportunity to have a therapist.
Well, Rue, with Talkspace, they can.
Really, me?
Yes, you can too.
I love that.
Yeah, join over 300,000 users who already know that with Talkspace, you can text, audio message, or video message your therapist as many times as you want without having to wait a week. You know, that was the most frustrating
Yeah.
thing for me about therapy. It's like
Sure.
I had to literally take physical notes about the things that were built up that I felt like I needed to talk about.
Yeah.
Not with Talkspace, because your therapist is always in your pocket or on your computer.
I love that. You know, it's so simple to use. You just go to Talkspace.com/Rue,
Of course.
and download their app. Then you get to speak with a therapist representative and share who you are, what your goals are for therapy. Then you just pick a plan and you'll be assigned a therapist that best fits your needs.
Yes, and with Talkspace, you don't just have a professional that you see once a week, but someone right at your fingertips to be there for you constantly and consistently when you need it, and someone you can always talk to. So for $30 off your first month, go to Talkspace.com/Rue, or like Rue said, you can download the Talkspace app. You can do it on the Apple or the Android, whatever you got, and use that offer code RU. With Talkspace, just remember, you're never alone.
Okay, we are back. But Mandy Patinkin did not give me pink eye.
Oh,
he
God.
didn't give me pink
Are you
eye.
sure?
But Rue texted me, Michelle. Mandy Patinkin gave me pink eye. I said, Rue, he had glasses on. So he goes to hug Rue at the Emmys because Rue stops him because he knows that I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah.
And Rue goes, Michelle. And I look over, I go, is that Mandy Patinkin? Like I'm screaming through the Emmys.
Oh God, you're my mother.
And Rue's like, yes. I go running over. I'm like, who was at the zoo, George? Like literally, that's what I did.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
time I'm telling
was
him,
surreal.
I had to stop myself from telling him that I used to abuse myself with the pictures of him in Yentl.
Oh, we're the same
Yes.
person.
Oh my
that
God,
that
so
scene
sexy.
coming out of the water.
Yes.
Excuse me, nothing. That's where I learned how to use the pause button on my remote control.
And your jerk in
Exactly.
slow shit.
Oh yes,
Yes.
fistful of it.
Yes.
Is he the sexiest thing ever?
I mean, real, and that time for him was
Oh.
really good.
was
really
a
good.
magical time.
And then his
Just a-
voice in the
Name a
Madonna
show.
movie.
Oh.
Which is actually not a Madonna movie, is it?
Which
Wait,
one are you
which
talking
Dick
about?
Tracy.
No, she was in that. Yeah.
She's in it, but it's not
She
a
sang the
Madonna
Sooner or
movie.
Later
Well, as far as
Sondheim.
we're concerned, it
Yeah,
is.
but
It
his
is a Madonna
voice,
movie.
his
Yeah.
voice in that is so sexual. And
Yeah.
I just love it so much.
Well,
So
I
you-
love everything he's done.
He's
Yeah.
fabulous.
Yeah.
My mother, we went to see. It was the Jewiest night of my life.
Oh.
I took my
tell
Jewish
us.
mother to see Fiddler on the Roof, and Mandy Patinkin was sitting in the row behind us.
My
This
I had to
new-
sedate her and strap her to the chair
She was me.
because she will embarrass the shit out of me.
Oh my
And I said,
God.
"Mom, you will not leave this chair."
Oh.
She's like, "Let me
And she
let me
listened?
let me talk." I'm like, "He doesn't want to hear whatever you have to
Yeah.
say. I promise
Yeah.
you."
Yeah.
And to this day, she has not let me live
Let
down
you
that. I
live
didn't
I
let
agree
her
with
talk to
Gwen.
me.
Yeah.
She should have done what she wanted to do because when was she ever going to meet Mandy Patinkin?
Never,
Right,
and that's
right.
how it should be.
Oh,
Because
Randy,
she
you're
still lives
terrible.
in Fort Lauderdale.
She does.
And in Plantation,
In
that same
Plantation,
house.
yeah.
How often?
No,
do you
it's
get,
different house now.
Different house.
Yeah.
How often do you get down there?
Not often.
Yeah.
Once a year, maybe. I like her to come here. It's
Sure.
more
Yeah.
exciting.
Come to
Come to New York.
To New York.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
we
in
can-
LA right now, but
I
she
mean,
comes to New York.
wherever I live.
Wherever
I
you
forget
live.
where I am.
Do you think you ever live out here?
I
in
don't
Los
know. This is
Angeles?
my third. I was here for the commercial I did. I
Yeah.
was here a couple weeks ago, and this is my third time.
You're kidding
I
me,
like
right?
it. Yeah, no, I swear to God.
Do you know how to drive?
I don't drive anymore.
Do you
when
know
I was
how
in
to
Florida, I only
Was it-
drove.
Was it?
Yeah.
But I think I forgot.
was it a fisting accident? Is
It
that
was
what?
a fisting accident.
They just said I can't do this
I
anymore.
can't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't.
And are you not a good driver?
I was when I did it. I'm
Yeah.
probably no good anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that would do me in to live here, to have to deal with the traffic
It's
and
a
everything.
very
I don't know.
isolating place. You have, and I know you're
You're
good
used
on
to
your own,
isolation.
you know, but it's a very isolating place. When you come to Los Angeles, what you come here to do is you come here to work.
Yes.
You come here to work. Quality of life is nice.
Right.
It's nice. But the winters in New York have just, you get to a certain age. I'm much older than you.
No.
By several decades. But I can't do the winters.
No,
but
I'm
the
sure
falls
that
are
you-
brilliant.
Well, that's what I live for.
Yeah.
The
Like,
what?
Fall,
Fall in
autumn.
New York.
Oh, it's lovely.
Oh
Autumn
my
in New
God.
York.
Oh,
They
it's-
wrote a movie about it.
Yes,
That's
they-
a song.
what's
Richard
it called?
Gere and the little kleptomaniac.
Winona Ryder. She has the name.
But
Well,
I can see.
allegedly. I had to throw that in there for legal
Was it alleged?
reasons. I don't know.
No, she was.
I thought it was
I thought
a
she was
fact.
out
They got her on
Yeah.
tape. They got her on tape.
Sunglasses.
Yeah.
I had chicken before I sat down, so I feel like I'm.
And you had
it's
the-
coming back.
A little
Reflux?
coffee too.
That's
like
what it is. This
having
is
my
what-
little picnic here.
That
Now
will come
that's
up.
got milk in it. Are you lactose intolerant? No.
Or is that just a shot? Those
Well,
are
it's
just
just.
shots.
I don't think. Does it have milk? Is this a dairy product?
I would think that would have
I'm not
milk in it.
intolerant.
I would think it doesn't because it's a double shot espresso.
We're talking
Yeah.
about the little Starbucks double shot espresso. In
Drink
the
them all the
can.
time.
You drink them all the can orally.
You're
Drink
right,
it, yes.
Rue.
Oh.
It has skim milk
Yes, I would think so. I would think
Oh.
so.
and
all right.
reduced
So
fed
now,
milk.
Randy Rainbow.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, we all know you from the videos. There,
Yes.
I said it. Politically, are you a political person?
Well, I'm woke now, as the children are, and I think we all have to. I mean, who isn't at this
Yeah.
point?
You're right. You're absolutely
But
right.
really, before this,
president.
I'm not. People, and sometimes when I'm on podcasts and things like this, people go immediately to the politics,
Mhm.
and I'm like, I'm not a pundit. Don't
Right,
ask me
right.
stuff I can't answer. I just
Yeah.
want to sing a song.
You're making fun of the ridiculousness
What
that
do you
is
mean?
going on.
Yeah, but really, I'm just that's kind of I certainly inject my opinion where I can, but I'm kind of just trying to entertain the troops.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the absurdity of the situation.
And I think I have a basic common sense about things. I mean, that's really if I'm imparting any wisdom through my videos,
Right.
my motion pictures.
Yeah.
It's just basic common sense that I think I also got from Gwen.
Yeah. Yes, Gwen.
Yeah.
God, gotta love Gwen.
Oh God.
I wish there were more people like sometimes on our show, and I won't name any names. Sometimes I'll see some of the kids who are on our show,
Uh-huh.
and these boys are so gay, and it really makes me so happy.
Yes, I know.
Because when I see, and these are young, very young people.
Yeah.
And they are swishing around. And
Can't
I
be
think
any gayer.
That's the only time I ever think, oh, I wish that was my child.
Yeah.
Because whenever I see little gay kids, it makes me so happy. My friend years ago, he told me that he would make clothes for his Barbie. And at one point, he had made a fur coat for his Barbie. And he showed it to his mother. And his mother gave him a disapproving look. And I remember thinking, if that were my kid, I would, first of all, well up with tears.
Right.
And I would say, I am so
Yeah.
proud of you
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Gwen, does Gwen know the depth of your success with what you've been doing?
Oh, my Jewish mother knows every success I've ever had. Yes. Every little
She keeps a scrapbook.
article is
Yeah.
framed. Yes.
What's next for you? You're going to continue doing your motion picture?
My motion pictures. I'm
motion
still
pictures.
at Silver Cup Studios
yes.
doing my motion pictures.
Yeah.
I'm doing that. I'm sort of in developmental stages with everything.
Good.
I am working on I'm touring now, sort of doing my greatest hits and having an evening with Randy
Great.
Rainbow.
Oh, great. What venues, like in San Francisco, where are you playing?
Oh God, I don't
Castro
even know.
Theater?
I don't probably. Yes,
Yeah,
I'm in
uh-huh.
some glory hole somewhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't know any venues, but I'm launching a tour with Live Nation in 2018.
Rock on.
Fancy.
And so,
Yeah.
but people can go to randyrainbow.com and find out the tour dates?
Absolutely.
And you got
Okay.
merch on there?
I got merch, honey. The business is going.
Yeah, what are you
Um,
selling?
Well, we have T-shirts and
Mhm.
hats, and we're developing like those cat eye glasses that
I
wear.
love those.
Because
Where'd you
people
get those?
Just Amazon.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
people come and they buy them and they wear them to my shows.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make my own.
Can you have a T-shirt that says
Brilliant.
woke?
No, definitely not.
Please.
If I didn't like that word before,
Woke
I really
rainbow
hate it
crew.
now after this podcast.
Yeah.
But I'm also developing a bigger live show. Mark Shaman has just signed on to write some
Great.
original music.
what?
Love him. Love him.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So there's that, and also some TV developmental things happening,
Great.
which I'll talk to
Yes.
you about.
Yes, great.
Yeah.
And you have an agent. Are you at CAA?
I'm with Gersh.
With Gersh.
Yeah.
Great. It's
I have
all
a great manager. I have like people.
Very
now.
good for literary too.
Yeah.
Gersh.
It's
That's
all
good.
Very good.
Yeah, so I hope to do everything.
It's all happening for you.
I
Do you
hope
think
so.
you're not going to descend into a sinkhole of drugs and fisting
Perverse
mishaps
sexual.
and
Yeah.
Why get into the business if not for drugs and fisting?
I mean, you do have a point.
It's true.
Now that the Gaiety's closed.
I know it's very, very true. But you seem to have a solid, level-headed business sense
Yeah.
for yourself.
I think so.
You know?
I don't think I'm in any. I mean, I'm not 23 years old, 24.
Yeah.
Shut up. But I don't think that I'm in danger of that. People are saying that to me now. I don't really see any danger of that happening.
Well, the problem is that you have to have a balance. You have to have people around you who can keep you grounded. It seems like it is a cliche, but what happens is people start to believe their own. You know, you've been around for a while. You're at an age where that may not happen to you, but I've seen it happen to the worst, the nicest people.
Yeah, I guess you never know.
And the most unexpected, but it happens to almost all the girls that come off this show.
Right.
But one thing, almost all of them. But the thing that some learn right away, and some fall hard, and some are still there.
Yeah.
Right.
But the good thing, Rue hit the nail on the head. Starting at an age that isn't 21,
I think that's
is a
very
big
much
help.
to my advantage. Yeah, absolutely.
It is.
I was just having this conversation with our friend Titus Burgess, who's my best friend.
Oh, wow.
He's a good
He's here now. I'm going to see him later tonight. He sends his love.
Yeah.
But he also kind of, he had a modicum of success, but didn't really hit until like he was, well into his 30s.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. He's only 30.
He was on Broadway. But,
he was on Broadway.
Yes.
He had that, but he didn't get Kimmy Schmidt until later on. And he says, thank God.
Yeah.
Because God knows how crazy he would have been.
Yeah, yes. I see. You're going to have a television show. That's what I see. I just got it.
Yeah.
You're going to have a TV show. It'll probably be on Netflix or Hulu.
Okay.
And
that's what I would like.
You're going to make billions of dollars.
Oh God, this
billions.
is great.
Yes, billions of dollars. What about a record? Is that happening?
I definitely want to do that.
When's that happening? Is it planning?
That's also very early developmental stages. But I it's funny because I always did musical theater and then I kind of gave it up. And
why?
You should never give it up.
I just did. I don't know. When I moved to New York, I kind of just gave up the whole theater thing in general. Had to find myself as a person. And then kind of when I got back into performing at all, it was kind of more comedy stuff.
So you did your soul searching already.
Yeah.
Good. Got it out of the way.
I just somehow I ended up doing these song parodies and now people know me for the singing.
Yeah.
So
and you sing it well. There's a lot of people do parodies as just shit. Like Adam Sandler, when he did his songs, he could sing.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it adds, I think it adds a layer to parodies when it's actually good.
I think
and
so.
not just funny.
So.
Well, I think that the first thing maybe you'll do the record and the record.
What kind of record would you like me to?
Well, this is the thing is I think you should do all of the Broadway shows, the Broadway show songs that you love, but also you will do the Randy Rainbow thing where it doesn't have to be polished. It could just be about social observations, and it could be about phenomena like people who talk loud on the plane on their phone, or people who are running who don't stop at stop signs in LA. It's a big phenomenon where people don't even stop at stop signs anymore. They just come barreling around the corner.
Oh, yes.
My husband calls it a rolling stop.
No, that's what we used to do in the 70s. This is different. This is where
it happened to me today. I almost got killed.
Killed. There's no stop whatsoever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
not a rolling stop.
God I haven't seen
it's just barreling around the corner.
Yeah.
Can I put my 2 cents in this album?
Please, put 3.
I also think along with that, not unlike this is probably somebody, if you don't know, you love as much as I do, Rachel Bloom, where you're going to put in your songs that you've created along with your parodies. Like the reason I watch Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, I'll go and buy those songs.
Right.
You will.
I will buy those songs from that TV show.
Right.
And if you mix in some of the ones you've done with some new ones, they're going to be bought.
Well, this is what I see. I think Hulu is going to do a variety show series with Randy Rainbow. And it's going to be the first time they've reinvented the variety format in a way.
You're talking my language.
That works, that actually works for today, because it's got the different the irreverence and the different layers of content that this kid can excel at. So think variety show. Carol Burnett meets Saturday Night Live meets Mark Russell, political commentation, and it's done weekly. And you don't have to put a record out because the kids will be able to stream it and they will be able to buy on iTunes.
Like,
I would
like
love that. I would love
Crazy
to have
Ex.
some original stuff on each episode, and then you go buy it.
Get Gersh on the phone, Alex.
Gersh,
get Gersh on the phone
Mr.
immediately.
Gersh.
Yeah. No, that's what it is.
I would love that. That would be my dream.
Yes,
that's absolutely my dream.
And then there's of course a line of glasses, and then you'll be asked to host the
The
press,
Tonys.
the in DC press corps dinner. You know the press corps dinner.
Yes, the whatchamacallit.
That's what's it called? Say it out loud,
The
Mister.
Obies.
Sing out, Louis.
The
White
White
House
House Correspondents' Dinner.
WHCD.
I would love. Yeah, I've not
That's-
been invited even yet, but it's hopefully.
Have any of the late night hosts invited you onto the show?
No.
No.
Jimmy Kimmel, I hear his family are fans of my videos.
What's wrong with people?
I don't know.
You know, they're the last ones to the
They
fucking
are the
party.
the
Let's
last
call
ones
it
to
what
the
it is.
party.
Yeah.
Because they are so everybody pretty picture. They don't like to ruffle anything on the margins.
Well, that's the thing too.
Yeah.
I also am sort of politically bent, and they don't like to go there sometimes.
Well, I
don't
think
have
that's
to.
Now
changing,
more than ever,
though.
yeah. Now
I think
more than
that's
ever.
changing, though. You know.
Yeah, I guess.
You know. So right. So we've worked it out. It'll be the Hulu thing. First the tour and the merch.
Yeah.
Then the Hulu deal. We got the Gersh agency working on that right now, which is the variety
They're a
show.
live feed.
Somebody
Yeah.
call-
Right now.
What's his name? What's his name?
Zuckerberg.
No, that's not the word I'm thinking.
Zanuck.
Zanuck. I was trying to go.
Oh,
back with it.
Zanuck. Oh,
Thank
right.
you.
From
Thank you. Thank you.
So that's all working
Glad I
out.
stopped everything for that.
The next thing,
Thank
though,
you.
is
Do it again.
being able to open your. We're going to go to break in a minute, but opening yourself up to love, and that's what we're going to talk about in the next segment because we need to crack that. Are you in therapy?
No, this is the closest I've
Okay.
come
All
to
right.
therapy to a therapy session.
We will crack that code when we come back from this break. All right, more Randy Rainbow. Ooh, girl, you need some money.
Yes.
Well, you need to try Lyft. That's right. You know, the ride-sharing app that lets you be your own boss. Pick your own hours and earn up to $1,500 a week driving your own car.
Yeah, that's amazing. Unlike other rideshare apps, you guys, with Lyft, you don't wait for paychecks. With Express Pay, once you have over $35 in your account, you can cash out at any time. You keep 100% of the tips, and they add up fast. Drivers have been paid over $200 million since the feature was first introduced. Lyft has even taken the guesswork out of pickups. The new AMP device uses color coding to help passengers find their drivers. Now, I just got to say that sounds racist with color coding.
Color coding.
But I don't think they mean it that way. So let's just fix that there. They have a new Lyft even takes the guesswork out of pickups. They have a new device that uses codes to help passengers find their drivers, so it makes it really easy.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, and we have a special offer for you. Sign up today at lyft.com. That's lyft.com/Rue, and you'll get a $500 new driver bonus after you complete 100 rides within 30 days. That's 500 smackers. So go right now to lyft.com/RU.
We are back with Randy Rainbow. Oh my God, this kid is so talented, Michelle.
So
I
Stop
just
it.
love
I'm
it.
right here. Stop talking about me.
I'm so excited every time there's a Randy Rainbow video. They are just brilliant. And you know what? In this political climate, it has been one of the silver linings of this dark period.
year. It's not even a year yet.
Oh,
And the darkness has overcome.
yeah. But there is a rainbow. And there's gold in them. Their heels, and at the end of that rainbow.
I'm waiting for the gold.
Yes.
We're waiting for the gold. Now, we talked a little bit about relationships. It's very difficult for bright, smart, talented people to.
I assume you mean me.
I'm talking
Okay.
about you.
Yeah.
To
Go on.
find people who appreciate them. And this is the thing. A lot of times when you are that smart, bright person, you don't want to belong to a club that would have you as a member.
I think you've touched on something. What is that? What is the root of that?
I may have touched on something, but they can never let those charges never stick.
They'll never stick.
They'll never stick. What
That's
is
another
that?
story. What where's that born? That's a broken quality.
It is a broken quality. You see it from a lot of people who are bright, lovely people. What is that? That is about, you know what? I think it is, you know what? It's the refusal of love. It's because I'll speak from first person. How about that?
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for this?
Bring it on.
Being that vulnerable, allowing someone, I was always attracted to men who were like my father, who could not be there. He was so not there. A psychic told me years ago that he and I had shared past lives together. And when I appeared in this lifetime, I was like, hey, buddy, this year, we're going to rule the school. Let's do it. And he was like, I can't see you. I don't, la-di-da-di. I'm like, hey, buddy, rule the school. It's me. You want joy? I got joy. You want pain? I got some for you. So I set forth in this thing of being attracted to men who were that way. And then it occurred to me years in, I met George when I was, I think, 33, 34, something like that. Here is someone pursuing me. I don't want anything to do with him. And then all of a sudden it hit me. I realized, wait a minute. What if I allow myself to be loved by someone who wants to love me?
And you did.
And I did.
It was an epiphany.
It was an epiphany. Actually, by the way, I went to high school with a girl named Epiphany.
Really? I loved her in Les Mis.
Yeah, Les Mis. She's great.
I played Young Epiphany in my high school production.
Oh my
yeah.
God, that makes a lot of
I'm
sense.
trying to mount a production of Antigone.
Oh, Antigone.
Yes.
Now you sound pretentious
We are going to get
with
in
your
trouble.
theater talk.
That's not.
I don't know. You're getting real close.
Really?
That's borderline Madonna. No. No.
But how brilliant would that be? It would Antigone the
No.
play.
No.
What's wrong with that?
Because it sounds like the other
But
one.
that's why it's so good.
Or so bad.
But I won't say it again, but
No.
it's not bad.
No, but you're girl.
Okay. All right.
All
Right. So meanwhile,
I think you're
Back
fine.
at the ranch.
my life turned around when I was able to allow someone to, and I realized I was addicted to the running away. And I realized that to be present to someone who actually wanted you is so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And it's so
Scary.
scary.
It's scary.
That's why a lot of times certain girls will fall in love with a gay guy because they know that nothing's going to happen.
right.
You know what? Have you fallen in love
Is
with
there
gay
anyone
guys?
here?
Well, I've been-
Is there something you want to tell me, Michelle?
No, I promise. I promise. That
That's
would be
not-
weird.
That's never happened to you?
That would be really weird. Yes, it's happened to me many times. I've even gone as far as sleeping with them. I think I was always the girl that was like, they felt safe with me. So
Right.
if they were ever going to try it, I was going to be the girl. And it
Right.
was always cemented after me for some reason that they were indeed gay.
Right.
And it
But-
didn't hurt the fact that you actually have a dick.
Well, that helped, if
Yeah,
anything.
uh-huh.
But it was after that, it was, I still felt for them and it was a different kind of feeling. But we always ended up being okay.
Sure.
But I understand.
Braiding each other's hair.
And then painting each other's nails.
Yes.
Enemas together. So much fun.
That's so romantic.
But I understand that safety.
Yeah.
Because you can be vulnerable around a gay man and not fear having to be judged.
Right.
As a
right,
woman.
Yeah.
Right. Now, is any of this striking a chord with you? Do you
Much of
recognize?
What happens with the people on Craigslist that you date?
Well, first of all, give me back my phone.
Oh, I just got the misconnection. They're looking for you, Randy.
Connection. What if that's how you and I met on this?
Oh,
Connection?
it just could be.
Yes.
What was the question?
No, Michelle is on Grindr.
Are you?
Scruff and Grinder, yeah.
Oh, you're on Grindr.
You know I'm the only girl. The
Grindr.
only
I just
you
said
did
Grindr.
Grindr. You shipped them. You shipped them because you're woke.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I'm nauseous.
I am the only biological female allowed on Scrub.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you?
That's
Did
what
you
they
get
told
like
me.
a letter in the mail? Or you just
I saw one of the Scruff creators at DragCon.
Is it because of the size of your cock?
Yes, obviously,
Oh.
Rue. I am like a phenomenon. Me and LL Cool J. Funk phenomenon. Thank you.
Wow.
So are you on those apps?
Oh yes.
Mm.
That's the only reason I travel now is to check out Grindr. I've been having a lovely time. I mean, nothing's come of it.
Right.
'Cause
Or
I
has
don't-
it?
No, it hasn't.
Mm.
I never follow through with that stuff.
Why?
I'm like, I don't know. And I think like I have more opportunities because people know who I am and they're like interested in. But I think that's repelled me a little bit more, frightened me.
Because
a
they
little
know who
more,
you are.
Because they know who I am.
Well, we talk about
and
this.
I'm afraid to let someone in to begin with. So if they already know me, then that's
Why
like
are you
even
afraid
more-
to let them in?
I don't know. We don't have time. Is this a 3-hour special? I don't know.
Mm, Yeah.
I
No,
don't know.
listen, humans aren't that complicated. I'll tell you the reason
Okay,
why.
go.
It's because when you are really forced to show up for a relationship, it means that you have to be willing to look in a mirror of yourself.
Well, that is big. I'm good to go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
We
probably
didn't-
get a relationship tonight.
Yeah.
Well, let me log on to Scruff and I'll arrange.
Log on to Scruff. I'm woke.
You're totally
You're
woke.
so woke.
I'm relationship woke. I'm
You're woke.
politically woke.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we've figured out what to do with your career.
Yes,
Yeah,
we've
well,
planned the
that-
next 10 years.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is very,
And
and,
then-
I'm not paying for this.
No,
session.
we're not paying for this.
We take your insurance.
But now, for people out there who want to go and see Randy Rainbow in person, you go to randyrainbow.com.
Yeah. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook.
Facebook, all of the things, and you figure out when Randy Rainbow is coming to your town because you don't want to miss this. You want to be part of the Randy Rainbow
Connection!
Connection!
Oh my God.
Did I just do that?
Will
Wait.
you stop writing my whole show?
Do you do that song in your show?
The Russian connection now.
yeah,
Oh.
right,
yeah.
right. Do you do Rainbow Connection?
Yeah, I open with that actually.
Oh, I thought I was
my
being really
God.
creative.
I think I'm gonna start to cry right now.
It's one of the best songs.
Bis
don't know.
songs.
What-
Bis
what-
songs. A Briss song.
Best. One
Best.
of the best songs ever written.
That
That's a
is
beautiful song.
so
Yeah.
great. I would think you would close with that.
Well, it's kind of I'm changing things around.
Yeah,
a lot
good.
lately,
You're
but
flipping.
I've been my last little tour. I was open with it. I'd walk out
Oh
to it.
my
Yeah.
God, I love. Do you do also Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
No, but maybe I'll start doing that one. I should, right?
Yeah, you could close.
I don't want
with
to be
that.
too cliche
No,
though with the
cliche,
rainbow.
Michele.
Okay.
Michele.
All right.
What are you talking about, Will?
Olay.
Well, we love you so much,
I
Randy
can't
Rainbow.
tell you how much I love you, and again, there's not enough time to tell you how much I love you.
Oh,
And thank you so much for your support. It just means too much to me.
You're fucking brilliant.
you
I
are
fucking love
so
you both.
brilliant.
Keep it
love
up.
you, love you, love you.
Love you back.
Hey, producer, is this the end of the show?
Yeah, I
It
think
is
we
the
did
end
an
of the
hour
show.
with Randy Rainbow
All right,
Connection.
all right. Well, Michelle, until next time.
Yes, baby.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll see you on Grindr. Or what
Oh,
did I call it?
Scruffs, grinder.
Grindr. Grindr. Bye.
Bye.
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
And don't forget to subscribe on iTunes.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Amen.